Hi Tony, it's me here again. So sadly, you're breaking up a little bit. You can see all the beautiful pictures here. We're at the manufacturing site right now, just beneath the office where we talk on Skype. The reception's not great here. I mean, it's a manufacturing site. We have Wi-Fi here, but it's not great. Anyway, that's the manufacturing site, and as you can see, it's quite unusual for a startup to build a manufacturing site on its own. This basically shows you how serious we are about delivering a great product. Most companies and bicycle manufacturers, what they do is basically they outsource everything. We set up everything ourselves to make sure we control the whole process. Now we can see behind me right now is the assembly line. You know, nice plants here, shelves on both sides with the components ready for assembly. And here you can actually see components for one of the bikes ready, so it's being assembled right now. That's the new motor I told you about. Now we've got a few orders. There's a small press with bearings. Then we've got a few frames finished here. This is actually one of the frames we're assembling right now. This is the final product that will hopefully get to one of our Kickstarter backers. So that's the assembly line. We've got a small warehouse here. As well as you can see that we're stocked up with aluminum, steel, and other components already. So this is enough to make like 300 JIVRs. So in terms of raw materials and our CNC machining, we're already stocked up. So that's all good. As I said before, everything that's in our control, in our hands, is already being taken care of. The only thing we're waiting for is the components from our suppliers from China. Now we're going this side. When you look at the floor, actually, just to give you a little bit, of a tour, so you actually see what it's like to work here every day. The white floor you see here is the assembly line. So we basically painted it white to make sure that we can see when it's clean and when it's not, because we want the product to be assembled in an environment that's dust-free, and grease-free. So you get a really nice smooth finish, no scratches. And as we move that way, you can see the gray area. So the gray floor. The gray area is responsible for all the hard work, which is CNC machining, welding, hand filing of the bikes, and everything else. As we move this way, what I wanted to firstly show you is basically the frames. So we have enough pressings already to make more than 100 JIVRs, and this will take us about 1 month to process. We got it from our local supplier. There's some material for CNC machining, and here we've got those two beautiful CNC machines that we told you about. Here's a CNC milling machine. Then we got over there a CNC lathe. They're working on 2 shifts right now. Sometimes even on 3 when we have enough stock to produce. Here we've got the welding shop. So this is basically where all the frames are actually welded. Once they're assembled in the welding jigs, just next door, I'll show you in a second. Then they're welded here, and this is what it looks like. It's not really fancy. It's just a welding shop. Now, as we move to the filing shop, and when people actually put everything into welding jigs and make sure the frames work in terms of geometry, the chain of propulsion within the frame actually works smoothly. This is where it's assembled, so you can see the second shift workers here already building frames for tomorrow. So the welders are coming in the morning and they're just getting everything ready for the welders to be assembled. We've got 4 people here right now working the second shift, making the frames for you. I don't want to go behind the curtain because it's really, there's a lot of aluminum dust in there. It would probably just, set on the camera so you wouldn't see anything. But just going through the curtain, you can see a few guys actually making a frame over here, and they look beautiful, don't they? You probably cannot hear me right now, but we have a few other. We've got a few other frame presses ready here. Here are the welding jigs that we use for welding the frames. As you can see, a batch of frames ready, actually hand filed already, and ready for powder coating. Here you can see a few main frames ready. So this is the first real batch of the serial manufactured frames we're making right now. The first batch is actually being powder coated right now. This is the second batch for the second half of the first batch, if you like. So they're gonna be ready early next week. That's about 20 frames. Until today, we were actually able to make only about 2, sometimes 3 frames a day, just to make sure that we'll learn the whole process. From tomorrow on, we'll be making 5 frames a day, which is 25 frames a week, 100 frames a month. So that's our production capability. We have about 125 backers who pre-ordered the JIVR bike on the Kickstarter campaign. So that's about 5 weeks of frame manufacturing for us. And given that one batch is already finished, that's about 4 weeks. So yeah, that's it. I hope you like it. Yeah, as I said before, please bear with us, and I'm sure you'll love the product as much as we do here. Thank you very much. Thanks, Tony, for taking the time to do this. I really appreciate it, and I hope that we will pour a little bit more faith into the hearts of our backers. Thank you very much.